Ascending from 3D to 5D. The world may ascend, but the ego stays. Change within the system may occur at the level of the body. The physical system may shift, yet the mind does not transform by itself. Perception may become quicker, more refined, but inner change is not measured by enhanced sensitivity. It arises through learning from experience and the gradual release of old attachments. In this period of time, the idea that the world is shifting its frequency from 3D to 5D has become widespread, especially among those interested in awakening. Many explanations have been created, whether about vibrational frequencies, shifting timeline, the Earth's energy fields, or reactions occurring in the human body. When the world is said to be raising its frequency, it is often assumed that human consciousness is being elevated along with it. This article is not written to deny those phenomena, but to invite a clearer distinction between what is merely a phenomenon and what is being used as a substitute for awakening. The Earth has always been rotating. The universe has never stopped moving. Gravity, magnetic fields, and various mechanisms have long functioned according to their own natural laws. The human body itself is part of this structure. Therefore, reactions, sensations, or certain states arising in the body can genuinely occur, and can occur without requiring any special spiritual explanation to support them. Changes in the world are not new, nor do they need to be interpreted as a call for humanity to awaken. When they are interpreted in that way, such interpretations may become the starting point of confusion. The problem does not lie in having experiences, but arises when the mind rushes to assign meaning to those experiences too quickly. When physical symptoms appear, when the mind becomes calm, when there's a feeling of lightness, openness, or subtle perception, the mind often concludes this is the world adjusting its frequency, the world is being upgraded, or I have been upgraded. These conclusions do not reduce attachment. On the contrary, they may create a new identity in the name of one who has understood or been elevated, quietly placing the experiencer above others, forming a new ego without awareness. The degree of attachment to ego, or whether the identity of the knower is still operating, cannot be measured by any physical instrument. No wave, number, graph, or frequency can indicate it. Using external data as evidence of awakening leads the mind to seek truth where it does not exist, and this becomes a trap of modern spirituality. When the concept of frequency is adopted, the mind begins to rank levels silently. Those who perceive are considered higher, while those who do not are considered lower. This is not love, not compassion, and not oneness. It is ego acquiring a new language to protect itself. True awakening never makes anyone feel superior and never requires anyone to be left behind. Whatever reactions may occur in the body, they are not yet transformations of the mind. They are ordinary and natural. As the world moves through various energy conditions according to natural mechanisms, physical symptoms, fatigue, emotional fluctuations, or special states may arise, all of which can be explained through the bodily mechanisms, the nervous system, and the mind. Attaching these symptoms to spiritual elevation may cause one to overlook the most important question: who is it that is giving meaning to these symptoms? All experiences that arise are real and can be used appropriately. When they are used to see impermanence, arising and passing away, and the absence of control, they are aligned with the path of awakening. But when experiences are used to confirm, I have arrived, they become a resting place for the ego, and the dissolution of self stops there. True transformation is not measured by waves, symptoms, or special feelings. It is measured by what quietly disappears: self-explanation, the urge to divide levels, and the identity of one who believes they are progressing. As these fade, awakening does not feel grand, it feels profoundly ordinary. This is true elevation. If any explanation makes you feel that you are on a higher level or causes you to see others as not yet awakened, that is not a sign of awakening. It is a sign that ego has put on spiritual clothing. Change is always happening in the world, in the body, and in the universe. But the elevation of the mind does not arise from what changes. It arises from seeing that there is nothing that should be clung to. This article is not written to argue with anyone, but to offer an honest reminder. If awakening still makes us feel superior to someone else, it may mean that we have not yet laid down the most important thing. And if you still feel the need to check which dimension am I in now, or must explain your experience through frameworks of 3D, 5D, frequencies, or energy, that may not be a sign of liberation, but a sign that ego has merely changed its language. Physical experiences may be real, subtle sensations may be real. Even if such experiences are described as high meditative states, such as Kundalini, as long as there is still an owner of the experience, the mind continues to revolve within the same structure, simply moving from a coarse world to a more refined one, speaking more gently and elegantly. Awakening is not measured by frequency levels, not by a refined, light, comfortable, or even peaceful mind, but by the moment the mind no longer feels the need to confirm, I am awake. Light Pilot, 19th January, 2026.